So, what up, everyone? Welcome back to another session. Unfortunately, today we are going to do a really short one, but we'll try to do our best in what we can. So, what I wanted to talk with you guys is yesterday I did an experiment to um, two primers, right? One from AK and the other one from how do you say it? Vallejo. I was completely forgetting the name. Um, and the thing is, let me just adjust this. Yeah. So the thing is, the one from Vallejo, from where I can see, is completely satin, while on AK is actually really matte. And I have these two pieces where one is with AK and the other one is with Vallejo. And I'm going to show you. It's insane. Like the level of detail you will see in a second because it's pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting this at all. Give me just 1 second, because I received a message. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So the figure on the left is going to be the one that I did with the AK, and the figure on the right is the one that I did with the Vallejo primer. So both are primers. Both were given with an airbrush. And as you can see, it's actually insane that one is so matte and the other isn't. Like this one is really more appealing. At least for me, really way more appealing. The one from Vallejo. But I'm still kind of divided on how the primer on AK works. Because I know it's matte, but it's really, really smooth. It's really, really smooth. I'm not gonna lie. It's really freaking smooth. And I think this will make my life way easier than I was expecting it to. Because since it's matte, I think it will actually help with the adhesion from paint instead of this one. Because this one, since it's more glossy, maybe there are differences between the adhesion of paint onto the surface depending on the primer, of course. But I think I've heard that the ones that are matte and leave this type of texture on it, it makes the paint stick harder. So we'll try that in 1 second. So I'm gonna put the Amani soldier on the side here, and I'm also doing a slight change to my Space Marine. So yesterday I was trying some sketching on the lighting, and I was guiding myself towards the natural light. So what I did was I took a photo of the miniature, like you can see here, and I tried to put some highlights, the main ones. But as you can see, for example, we have some bouncing highlights, right? So we have a bouncing highlight here, and there's a lot of bouncing highlights which I didn't put here, but I want to change the base color because shoot, I was using anthracite gray, so it's the bluish tone underneath the gray, but I don't know. I think it's still too blue from what I wanted. So I'm going to change to a dark sea blue, and then I'll build up with the silver gray. I'll mix them together and I'll build up from tones from blue instead of doing blue, gray, white, or something like that. So I want to make a good mixture and see how we go from there. And I'm also going to be doing the base layers on this one, which I think are going to be crucial because not only do I want to do in blue, but I have to prepare the base layers so I can later on tomorrow um, use the airbrush to create the fadings and the tones, the different tones of skin like I did on the dino. So let us grab our number one brush. That's the number of the brush that I normally use. And we'll go with the base layers. And like I said, today is going to be a really, really short stream. So, because unfortunately, I have to get up early. So, yeah, I don't have too much choice. I really wanted to be painting till the ends of times, but yeah, it will have to do. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna save this one here. I'm gonna use the number 2 because the number 2 holds more paint. And since we are going to be layering just base layers, not anything too shabby, I'm going to use this one because this one holds more paint. So let me grab my silicone cup. Once again, I always say this in every stream. Silicone cups are really, really good for you to hold liquids, for example, like the thinners. And if you don't want them bouncing around or drying around your wet palette, it's a good thing to have. For example, also are good to hold metallics. So let's go. I'm going to grab a little bit of blue. Let me see how this goes. I'm not entirely sure if I shouldn't be going with the darker blue and then using this one as a middle tone. Let me just put my iPad away. Because I was thinking of doing like this one, like the Imperial blue or something like that. But I'm not sure. Or maybe dark blue. I think dark blue would be a good addition as well. Hey brother, how you doing? How's your week been? This is darker. Mm, let me test it out. It's not a big difference from what I'm seeing, but it still makes a difference. Fuck it, I'll do this one. As usual, right? Nice. I'm glad everything is doing just as usual. At least that's a good sign, right? Hmm. It actually sticks well, the paint. On this new primer, I'm kinda impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Sorry. Need to turn on this light so it doesn't be too. I spent the whole weekend doing night shifts because my colleague was on holiday. Oh, goddamn. No, that's rough. Yeah. That's that's something that I normally hate, bro. When it comes to vacation period, it always fucks up someone. Always, like it's like a holiday period is like a curse. I made poo poo. I painted an area that it shouldn't be painted, but fuck it. I'll clean it later. I like how the color dries. It kind of blends in nicely. Oof. You go back to morning shifts. When I did those type of shifts, bro, I hated them. Like I hated when I had to go from night shift to day shifts. It was horrible. Like the days that I was doing mornings, oh, I was dead, bro. Like dead. I couldn't even like process information properly in the morning because my brain was like it was like I don't know. It was like it was screaming for sleep, but at the same time it was weird because I already had to all the sleep that I needed. Ugh, it was a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. But you really need to stop doing those things because shifts, man, they destroy you. They really, really destroy you. Where are more the skills? So we have more skills here. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Well, that's at least nice to, to reset yourselves, yeah. When I had to do them, it was insane, bro. Sometimes I had to do like I was leaving from work at midnight, and at 9 p.m. I had to be at work. And those transitions, oh, they would just kill me. Cause like I was saying, like my brain was still numb from the night before. Yeah, I know that's not legal, but you know that those types of stuff normally um normally they bypass through the normal procedures, and people, at least here in Portugal, that people tend to look to the sides, and if you don't do it, you're the bad guy, even though that's wrong. But yeah, in a lot of places, unfortunately, that still happens. I keep messing around my tail. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me. That's why when I started to finish my college degree, I started to just find other works and get the hell out of there, because I was sick enough of those transitions and those really harsh environments. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know you have to have those type of tips, but you know, and especially that happened a lot when you had, like in my case, when I worked at the store, they when they had like promotion days, what- not promotion days, sorry, the sales days. Oh, never mind. They would just go nuts, and if they had like the entire team or half of the team, I mean, in vacation, they would go like on a rampage, bro. Yo, I remember doing like a Black Friday, and I worked I don't know how much hours, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I at least did 14 hours on those 3 fucking days of Black Friday. So on the Friday, on the Saturday, and on the Sunday. And I did the Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. I opened the store on Saturday, and I did the night on Sunday. So I was completely torn apart. It was really, really harsh. And like in some cases, you didn't have a choice, because it was like, I need you to do this, you need to do it, and you're going to do it. Because they will say like, well, I'll give you some days off, and you'll do me this favor. And as soon as you say yes, you're fucked. Yeah, when I was a lifeguard, almost say, oof, 23? Come on, 6 a.m. Oh, bro, no, that's mental, bro. And you know what the problem is? The problem is a lot of people accept that. So since they accept that, you're kind of forced to accept as well, because otherwise you can't change that, you know? And they prefer to go against the law than having an actual team that can actually swap shifts and have one guy at night, one guy in the day, and a guy in the middle, for example. And that's the thing that breaks my mind, not gonna lie, is when companies and stuff, they just don't give a fuck. They just don't simply give a fuck. And they go against the rules, and they try to go around because they know people don't usually complain, you know. And the Portuguese people, we are really passive, like we are a really passive country, and that's a big issue. Because if we were like always complaining, you know, like the French do, doing massive uh, protests and everything, oh, I believe me, they would change their mind in a flash. But the problem is we are too passive, and we only start complaining and taking action when it's too late and when the damage is already done. We allow them to do those types of things. So yeah, that's a big issue for us, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, but that's the problem, right? Because they know exactly what you need, right? If they know exactly what you need, they'll know you will have to accept, because they give you a proposition in order for you to accept what they want, because they know exactly that you need this salary, you need that thing, but they could provide you a better condition at work, right? They could have a team and make all of you uh, work good hours and not being like a freaking zombie running around, right? But they don't care. They prefer to have a guy that can easily make a mistake. And what do? They blame the fucking guy instead of protecting him, right? That's the big issue. And companies tend to do that a lot. Like, for example, let me tell you a thing that I heard. There's a company, which I'm not going to say names, that, like, that company um, had some changes in the boards, and the thing was they were shifting the route of the company, right? And this company, um, they didn't want to make deployments, for example, in production. It was a software house. They didn't want to make deployments into production without, uh, proper approval. And the thing was, they didn't have anything that prevented you to send new code to production. You just had to run a pipeline, and automatically, just like that, it will deploy your new code to production and will be live. But besides that, you could interact on some surfaces. You could interact via Postman, with SSH or curls with the services itself with the servers, right? And the thing was, someone made a slight mistake, just a variable, bro, and they messed with the production server. And the thing was, a client had a lot of problems in that short time. And the thing was, when that guy made that small change, he received some alerts, but he didn't pay too much attention because he was overfloated with work. He was like under, under, under the water. Like he was already under the sand beneath the water, right? So he was doing a shit ton of stuff at the same time. He did a minor change, which wasn't supposed to be on production, but he received the warnings of the production. But since he was on the middle of other deployments, he couldn't look at it right away. So he kind of let it slide. Imagine what happened. The client complained. The board knew about that issue. Who do you think went to the street? It wasn't because they needed more persons with that guy, right? It wasn't the fact that they needed that, and it wasn't the fact that they needed a secure way to make stuff into production or interact with production. None of that mattered. What it mattered was the fact that that guy, by mistake, because he was overflooded, because he was alone in a team doing the work of 5 men, the poor guy was fired because of a small mistake that cost the company. I truly understand that. But come on, the company didn't offer him help when he screamed a lot of times and said, "Look, me alone, I can't do everything." They didn't care, and that was it. So when I say that, for example, in your case, where you had to work when you were a lifeguard and you left the pool safety service at 23 and you need to go back at 6 a.m. Bro, that's insane. Insane. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you need to have a proper team to make people shifts, to make proper shifts so the people can rest and can be on their perfect mindset and do their freaking job. Because you know what happens if, for example, do you know what happens if you are at 6 a.m. after a night shift? And let's imagine you, by any chance, where you're so tired. I'm not gonna say you sleep or anything, but let's say you're not paying too much attention because you're already, dead under the sunlight the entire day, watching kids and stuff, and having all your intention and all eyes on everything. That's really tiring. I'm not gonna lie, that's really fucking tiring. Even if you spend just like a couple of hours in the beach under the sun, it's already freaking tiring. I imagine being a lifeguard in the pool. So being that tired, if by any mistake, bro, if by any mistake you have made 100% that the company that was paying you wasn't going to protect you 100%, bro, they will throw you under the bus in a flash, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, here in Portugal, unfortunately, they do this type of stuff. They throw you under the bridge, and if they can, they just ditch you, even though they didn't provide you the proper, um, even though they didn't provide you the proper conditions, even though they didn't provide you the proper environment, um, and yeah, it's just insane, bro. Not gonna lie, it's just freaking insane. I'm really digging this primer, bro. This primer from AK is actually really, really good. The paint sticks right away. Really nice. I'm really impressed. I wasn't expecting this at all. Yeah, and believe me, I've seen some crazy shit, bro. Like stuff that never thought it could be possible, and it was. It's freaking insane. And I've heard so many stories like this ones that it's mind blowing. It's just mind blowing. The way that companies work and the way they teach you, like the way that even the freaking companies throw each other under the bus or lie to each other is just insane, bro. For example, I know of some companies that work. Uh, there are consultant companies. Once again, I'm not gonna say names because I know stuff on the inside, so I'm not gonna say names. And no, I didn't work there, so um, these companies, bro, they lie to the customers. you know, they freaking lie to the customers. And what I mean by this is, like, a lot of companies here in Portugal, consultants, they have recent graduates, fresh from the uni or college, whatever you want to call it. And if they have a master's degree, bro, they give them like a 3 months workshop of some basic shit that they want. And then they go asking for ratings so high as if they were seniors. And the problem is, bro, let's say they seal the deal, right? Let's say I seal the deal with you. And when I seal the deal with you, I'm saying, yo, I got this guy. He doesn't work for a lot of time, but he's the mastermind. Like, I'm gonna sell it to you, a guy that it's so good that you're gonna be impressed, right? And I've worked with you for a long time, so I already know which questions you're gonna ask on the interview, which questions you're gonna do, and so on and so on. What do you think it will happen? I'm gonna say to my guy, look, if they say this, you say that. If they say Y, you're going to say X, and so on and so on and so on, because I want you in that in working with you, right? And I want you to pay me a certain fee. So what the companies here in Portugal do is they lie about the amount of knowledge and everything. But I'm gonna say, look, this guy is a little bit fresh, but he's really good. He's really top notch, and believe me, he's gonna work his ass off. It's one of our best of the best. You're gonna say, okay, give it to me. I'll do the interview. He will answer all your questions, and he will answer them right. And you are going to be impressed because normally people fail, right? So what do you think will happen? He will not only perform right away as you thought he would, and you already signed the contract, so you'll have to stick with it. And if the guy fails, is the guy that it's going to be ditched from the project. I will not lose you as a client, you know? I'm not going to lose you as a client. But if you don't want that guy, fine, I'll swap it to a guy with the same rating because you already signed the contract, right? So as long as I can provide a guy with the same equivalent college degree and stuff, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. That's right. And that's the big issue, bro. And a lot of companies get so pissed with these companies that it's freaking insane. But the thing is, they are, you know what they're going to say? They're going to fire the guy, and they're going to say, look, this guy lied to us. He somehow um, made a way into the system that made us believe that he was good. Like all our guys from the workshops and everything talked wonders about him because he was doing okay, and even on your interview he was doing really fine. So we don't know what happened, but he clearly fooled us both. So we're both at fault here. We're both victims here, and he becomes the bad guy. Like a lot of companies are doing this shit, bro. It's mental. It's just mental. I can't. I really can't understand what the fuck is going on with the market, with the companies. Like everyone is so freaking driven by money. It's insane, bro. It's freaking insane. I don't have any more words. It's just insane. It's the only thing that I can think of. I'm really, really digging this blue. This blue on the second layer, bro. Oh my fucking god. Really? How did it broke? I don't get it. I really, really, really don't get it. Look at this shit, bro. It broke so easily. Oh my fucking god. Well, hope at least it wasn't on the blue side, so I don't care. I'll glue it tomorrow or something like that. Not gonna make a big deal out of it. Yeah, it broke. And I glue it yesterday with resin, so I don't know what the fuck just happened. I thought it was glued really well. Maybe I didn't sand it down properly on that end. That would explain why it didn't stick too well. Uh, I do a little bit of both. So what I normally do is I 3D print a lot of shit. I 3D print for busts, from busts to minis. This one, for example, is 3D printed. Um, to huge figures, to dioramas, whatever, you name it. But the thing is, the goal that I'm trying to achieve, I'm trying to go to competition level painting, right? And one of the competitions that I dream of winning, when I say winning, is like even getting a bronze level, it will be fucking amazing. Because normally a lot of people enter that competition, like 1,000 people or 800, something like that, 800 to 1,000. It's insane. A lot of people participate, and being on the top 3, it's just freaking insane. But as you can see here, I have a shit ton of Warhammer. So for example, well, this one, for example, this one I bought. Let me show you. This one I bought, for example, this freaking dragon. I think I showed you, right? This freaking dragon, which is massive and insanely good looking. No. I didn't finish the dark armor guy. It looks like it's finished, but it isn't. And I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, all of this is bought because the Golden Demon, which is the competition that I wanted to, one of my dream winning competitions that I want to do. You can only enter with their miniatures. Like you cannot use resin because they don't have resin. Okay, they only have the official ones, which is plastic. So on that sense, if I want to participate on those type of competitions, yeah, I have to buy the miniatures if I want to participate. And those miniatures that I bought here, all the armies and everything, they're going to serve to dioramas, competitions and everything in the future. That's what I'm aiming towards to. So all of the miniatures that I do on resin by 3D printing them, they are going to serve as well for competitions, but only online or non-connected to mainstream plastic brands. What I mean by this is a lot of 3D printed sculptures. They do competitions as well with their files, with their created miniatures for their own universes and everything. So those guys, yeah, I will participate on those competitions with the 3D printed resin figures. That's what I aim towards to. So we have two types of competitions, one by plastic, one by resin, and I'm aiming towards both. So yeah, if I could choose, I would choose that I could be able to 3D print something and participate on both competitions, but unfortunately I can't, and I understand why. So not a big deal, but yeah, I have to buy them. And believe me, Games Workshop, it's not that how do you say, it's not cheap. Unfortunately, it's not that cheap, but yeah, it is what it is. You have to grind it if you want to grow. So little by little we grind. Right, I was forgetting. No, what I did was yesterday I was sketching a new formula that I was trying to make the black armor or the dark armor. So I re-primed it, and yeah, I used this one with silver gray. So I used this combination, but I think that this one is still too bright for my taste. So I found a new formula, because you can see there's, like, you can clearly see the distinguish from the black and the blue tone, but I don't want it to be so harsh, right? You understand what I'm saying? I don't really want it to be so harsh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace that blue tone with this dark sea blue, which is way darker. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the silver gray as well, but I'm going to do mixtures, because what I did here on this miniature, let me just clean my brush just so I don't leave the paint here to dry. Um, so what I did here was I did the blue. So we have the black. I did the blue, and then I did the gray. Just like that, 3 steps. The thing is, it created too much contrast. It's good to the eye. Like if I put the miniature just a little bit further, it actually already gives you the perception that it's metal and it's being reflective, right? But the transition between the layers, it's too harsh. It's way too contrasted, and I want to dim it down. So the way that I found to do it was I want to tone this one down to this one, and I'm going to do transitions from dark sea blue with silver. So I'll be adding the two and slowly growing up the highlight towards the white. And the white will be the final touch where we do, those little tiny dots and scratches on the tips and everything, just to make a realistic highlight. But oh, this is not the miniature that I'm painting right now. I was just trying to paint right now that one. Let me just throw away my water here because the pot is already too dirty. But yeah, um, that's what I'm trying to do. And here on this one, did I show you the other dino ready? I've shown you, right? Because I think you were on the stream that I finished it. You know the dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus something. Yeah, you saw it, right? So this one goes on top of it. I initially painted on white. I painted this guy on white, but he was really dying off. Like the color was just not um, blending well with the red dino, right? So what I thought was if I do a blue lizard with, so this is going to be the base layer, and I'll be then um, slowly and gradually building up towards a lighter blue, right? Maybe this tone, the sky blue or something like that. And I'll be mixing the two just to create a good blend. But what I'm gonna do is, and this is why I'm just doing this type of layer, because tomorrow, and I might stream this, tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my airbrush and I'm going to do like white on the skin and doing a gradual uh, skin tone from a darker brown, like chocolate one, towards, where the heck is the color of skin? Okay, never mind. But it will be like these tones, right? So this will be the shadow, this will be the light. I will do them both with the airbrush. So the lower part of the lizard, the belly part, will be with these two brown tones, which I think it makes sense, right? Because I've seen a lot of people doing lighter blue tones on the belly, but I think then it will be a little bit strange because it doesn't feel too humanoid. I don't know if that makes sense, but normally when I imagine this, I imagine these lizards to be um, belly on a skin tone type, and the the scales and everything being on the color that they should be. So yeah, that's what I imagine. Not sure if that's the proper way to do it, but it will have to do. It will have to do. just grab my squirt bottle here, just to add a little bit of water to my wet palette. Yo, my cat just went nuts yesterday, and he went on a rampage in my bedroom, because normally I don't let my two cats come here because of obvious reasons, because I don't want everything to be full of hairs and everything. But they managed to get through, and they went on a rampage, bro. They just started running around and leaving hairs everywhere. And now my wet palette, I don't know why, but every time I move myself, I just see hairs flowing around. I'll have to I'll have to just freaking clean my entire bedroom again just to remove all the hairs, because otherwise I'm going to be going nuts. So here on the nails, I'm going to do the same formula that I did on the dino. I think it worked really well. And since they are all lizards and everything, I think it blends really nicely. Should I zoom in for you guys? Or is this okay? Do you guys want me to zoom in? Oh wait, should I? Actually, what color should I paint that? I don't know. This is going to be silver. Yeah, for you is okay. All right. Just remove some of the excess of the paint because I'm sick. Yo, I actually finished the Discord the other day. I forgot to tell you, and I have to invite you because I want you to show me some of your designs and everything. Because we were talking the other day, and it got me really curious. Mm-hmm. What else? Oh, so I missed a tiny bit of blue here. Just, and because otherwise when I start using my brush, my airbrush, if I don't have everything really well painted with the airbrush, it will be hard to notice what will be what after it. Hmm. What? Oh, that's a huge loss, bro. Sorry. Sorry that happened to you. Oh, I would be just pissed, bro. And I imagine you're pissed. I imagine you're pissed. Oh, I would be. I was writing on my place here. I thought I put it on my bag, but when I usually oh goddamn! Couldn't you talk with the people from the metro and everything just to see if it's on the lost and found? Cause it's not something of well, it is of an immense value to you, but it's a sketchbook, right? So the chances of someone not picking it up and take it home versus a phone, for example, I think they work on your favor. So maybe if you talk with them, because they normally have a lost and found. I tried the next time. I even said the number of the metro. Oh shit, bro. Goddamn, sorry, bro. That just sucks. Oh, I would be so freaking pissed. I normally when I lose stuff, I just enter on a rage mode with myself. I go crazy. Hence why, with the pass of the years, I really got like angry with myself for a couple of situations. So right now, when I'm on a bus or a metro or a train, I don't remove anything from my backpack, like anything at all. I already go to them with my headset on, the buds, the earphones. I just go with that, and everything that I need for the traveling will be on my phone, and I'll avoid of going through my backpack because of that. Cause I've lost a couple of shit too, and bro, it's really heartbroken. Not gonna lie. And like I totally get you, cause what Automod? Uh, well, to me, he didn't do anything. He didn't show anything. That's weird. He actually didn't show anything. Hmm. Strange. Because I turned off the other day some stuff from the Automod, so it shouldn't be restricting you that much. Um, I think the main parts in blue are good to go. I don't think I need to do any more touches or making the layers more thick. I don't think I need. Let us use our eagle eyes just to see if we missed anything, but I don't think I missed. Did I miss anything at all? Hmm, I don't think so. Do you guys spot anything that I missed? I'm talking about the scales and everything. I don't think so. I think that I pretty much have everything. Well, I did miss tiny piece here, which I painted on the other side, but I don't think this is scales. This looks more like muscles to me, but sure, they're scales. Let's believe it. And somehow, the blue on the fucking head doesn't go darker. I don't know what's happening. It's too diluted. I want it to be a thick blue because I'll be using some washes to create the recesses and everything, and I need it to be on a thick blue because otherwise it won't be as noticeable. Should I go with gold? Yeah, I should, right? Of course you panicked, bro. I would panic as well. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I was so traumatized for losing shit that I literally right now have PTSD and I don't remove anything from my backpack. You know, so I totally understand you. Like, it's insane, bro. And I'm sorry that you went to that experience. Um, it's rough, especially when it's something like a sketchbook, right? Where it's really personal. Not sure if this is going to help. Well, let's see if this pattern is going to work out in our favor. I don't think it will. It's not looking like it will, but sure. Yeah, it means you need to buy a new one, but come on, the time that you invested, it's a shame, you know? At least for me, I think normally when I lose that type of stuff, I really get angry because I put a lot of sentimental value on stuff. For example, if I was to break this miniature when it was finished, I would be so fucking pissed, bro. Because I put all the work that I can on it, and having it like, being ruined, oh, it just breaks my freaking soul. Oh, it wasn't this one that I wanted to do. Fuck. I wanted to do like a huge one here, then a huge one here. I want to intercalate. Should I do silver on the metallics or should I go with gold? Because I think gold really goes well with right? Because look, like I did on the black space marine, gold really goes well with the silver. With the silver, with the blue tones. It actually goes well. Gold for small highlights. What do you mean, small highlights? Like small details? Because I was thinking of like doing maybe golds on the breastplate. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. 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 Where it is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look, I did a really rough sketch. Right? So you have the blue tones, like this one. But the tip of the tail would be gold, the thingies in the back would be gold, and the head stuff would be gold as well. The sword tip would be silver, metallic, of course. But as you can see, the ornaments and everything would be gold with the same type of turquoise that I did on the dino. So, oh, look how it looked with the white. It was really weird, and it died. The colors just didn't blend together. But I think the gold just blends in, but at the same time, I think that the silver might, the since the colors it's not as popping on the miniature, I think the silver would die out. Not entirely sure, but I think the silver would die out. I truly do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me just grab this one really quick, and I'm gonna try and just. Oh, it's not this one. Fuck, that's this one. I'm gonna dry out. I'm gonna just. Oh, saved. I'm playing with fire out here. I almost ruined everything. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, bro. The save. Whoosh. Sheesh. God damn. The moves. It was like Flash. Flash entered my body and helped me save this shit. Fucking hell, bro. Oh, you know a guy that. Yo, do you remember? Well, did you actually play Tarkov with me and Kushi? Because I think you were there, right? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Just a bristle was pointing to Mars. Weird. Tarkov, no? Hmm. But, okay, but you know Tarkov, right? Yeah. Okay, okay. But you joined it, right? So you have to find a guy on YouTube, which is the Burnt Peanut. He's the most hilarious dude on Tarkov, guys. Like, it's freaking insane, bro. He starts like Tarkov now has a voice activation, so you can talk through the game to other players in the map. And the thing is, he starts doing noises and stuff just to lure people in. Bro, he's hilarious. You're going to just laugh your ass off with him. He's so hilarious. You have to check him out. Like he's like the big deal right now on Tarkov. But yeah, not changing too much the subject. Let's just try and add a small sketch here. Should I do the tip in gold or the tip in silver? On my sketch, I did the tip in gold. Yeah, we'll do in gold. Fuck it. I did it on silver, but we'll do in gold. We'll use the silver beneath it, and we'll clean it up just like that. And well, I have to. Bone-like. I thought about that, but the thing is, the way it's shaped, like Look, the way it's shaped, it doesn't look like bone. And it even has like a tiny ball here where it looks like metal. Look. So it looks like a, I know what you're saying. It looks like a claw, right? But it's like those claws made of metal. Yeah, exactly. It does look like Cell's tail in Dragon Ball. But you see, for example, here, you can see that it has two tiny dots. So they resemble like those, bolt joints, where they use that gun to just press it down. So it looks like that. So what is gold here? So mainly gold is that freaking piece that I broke. This is gold. And I think I'm going to do this ornament here in gold as well, like I did on the sketch. I'm just sketching again. Like, one of the things that I can tell you guys is start by sketching, then you'll do the smaller details and you'll do the corrections and everything. But I find that sketching and laying down the colors, it will help you a lot to process how the painting is going to be looking like. Maybe the balls I should do in turquoise, right? The inner balls. I don't know why it's so far away. Should be a little bit. Yeah, these inner balls, I think I might do them in turquoise. Just for the lulz. Um, yeah. Because I think it works better that way. Having not everything in gold, but it's too loaded. Ooh, it has a little dent here. Yeah. Oh, and I can also paint here in gold. What else? What else? Here. Here and here and here. I can also do here. It's a thought, but why not make the inner bolts just like jade green to pop out the bone? That's what I was talking about. That was what I was talking about. So let me find the jade green, because we'll put it here. We'll sketch it everything, just to see if it works, right? Nothing can go wrong if we sketch it. So I'll use this deep turquoise. It's not the same. Fuck. Look, it's not the same. Need to find the color. Give me just 1 second, guys. Just just 1 second. Oh, I think I found it. I think, yeah. Oh, emerald, right? Emerald metal. Of course, they will do a color named emerald. Dumb of me, not thinking that they would not do it. I've never used this one. I've always used the metal. but I want to go deeper on the miniature, and I'm only going to do non-metallic because I feel the non-metallic it's a little bit stronger, and I can control the way the light bounces on the miniature. Because when I was painting, I had to reposition the miniature a lot of times just so I could play play a little bit with the lights and everything, the bouncing of the light. So yeah, call in the village. Mm, mm, mm. Oh man, I had so much fun times playing Minecraft back in the day. It was really fun. You know what I enjoyed the most on Minecraft? Fucking up everyone. That would be the funniest, bro. Cause like when you were going offline, the place that you exited, you would come in that place, right? When you come back in online. So what I would normally do is I would memorize the block where the people left, and then I will lay down traps all over it, bro. I once broke a server, and I'm not lying at all. I'm not lying. Like a friend of mine did a huge fucking tree, like a huge tree. And the thing was, when he went back offline, what I did was like I don't think I even slept that night. I drank some Red Bull and I went full throttle on the inner walls. I would just replace them in God mode with TNT, right? And what I would do was around the block where he was, I would do a lot of planks, you know, those activation thingies. And then as soon as he logged in, he would step onto one of those and he would activate TNT. So the entire shit would just blow up. Bro, it was insane. All those days. And if you saw the face that he made when he went back online and he fucked up everything. It was just oh bro, it was just miraculous, bro. It was just the funniest shit I ever like he you don't understand. I broke the entire server down, bro. He had to back up the server. And the thing was, bro, when I logged in, I think I was for 1 week, and I'm not exaggerating. Every time I would log in, he would kill me instantly, and he would just not let me play for one entire week. Bro, he was so fucking pissed, and with the right reasons, right? But look, I would be I was a pain in the ass back in the day. I still am sometimes. I still am. But yeah, those were fun times. Those were really fun times. Well, I might as well just paint this inner thingies with emerald just to mimic the dino stuff that I did. I have to glue back up the freaking thingy that I just ruined on the head. every tiny piece here would be emerald, right? This was what you were saying, right? And maybe, just maybe, the inner part here of the breastplate would be jade as well, like I did on the helmet of the dino, right? Because like on the dino, let me put this here so I don't drop it down again. So on the dino, on the head, let me see if I find it. Look, I did that, right? So that's what you were talking about. But here I did with true metal gold. And as you can see, it's okay. It's not bad, but it could be better. So that's what I'm going to aim. What time is it? Oh, it's already 3:30. Okay. We'll do just a little bit more minutes and then I'll call it a day. Oh man, these tiny gaps. Really insane. They're really tiny gaps, bro. What the fuck? Yo, I don't know why, but I'm really digging this matte primer. I'm not gonna lie. Like the paint is gluing really well, and I can have a really nice perception if the paint is dry already or not. Because when the primer is, satin, sometimes it's a little bit harsh to understand if the paint is already dry on it, the first layers and everything. And with this one, I'm not finding it too much of a hard time, which is actually great, not gonna lie. So, um, you know what? I'm gonna paint this one in green, and then I'll trim it down the edges with the gold. Even though it doesn't have that effect, I'll do the edges with the gold effect. Just another thing we can practice. I think it was the image that was not updated, but are the color of the eyes of the dine the same as the skin, or did you paint them white? The color of the eyes, let me check. No. Look. Let me grab the real deal, because that would be better. Because the photos like they don't make justice to the miniature itself. Because the miniature, and I even got today a friend of mine that came here by the house, and he even said like, bro, the miniature is way better in real life than it is on the figures. Well, I can say that the eyes are. Oh, sorry. The eyes are in the same type of color as the scales, as the highlights on the scales. Because I want it to be like dragon type eyes. You know, they are dragon type eyes. Yeah, I could have done them white, uh, but when I look at this dinosaur, I don't know. I imagine him like enraged, with red eyes, in like the white part of the eye being red of the anger. When on World of Warcraft you would use the buff where the orcs would enter in rage, which I think the buff was called rage. So yeah, that's the type of thing. Yeah, I should have taken a photo, a really close shot to the eye. That was one of my mistakes. But I'll do it later, and then I'll republish something just so we can have that documented. Because the eye is really cool, especially the second one. The first one is not too shabby, but the second one, I think it was the best one. It's really really looking good. So like this, right? Like that. Like even here, like the green in real life, it's way more intense. The green here, it's way more intense. You can't. But yeah, uh, let me just go nuts and glue it a little bit. Let's see if it glues. Because if it glues, we're good to continue. Because I want to paint this tiny piece. Let me see if I can. So, grabbing a little bit of glue. Going in for the kill. Oh shit. Okay. It's gluing. It's gluing. We're cooking. We're cooking. We are cooking. Think I can let go. Oh, I think we did it. Okay. We'll leave it to dry. Just a couple of seconds. Let's hope it doesn't ruin the primer. Because you know what happens with the super glue, right? It it gets these marks, and I hate them with all my strength. But unfortunately, resin really just cures, really just glues with either resin, which normally doesn't cure that well, and it leaves that oily stuff. So this one will be gold. This one will be gold as well. And everything around here will be gold. Let's just try and clean all the green marks that were wrong here. And I already fucked it up with the brown there. Just a tiny piece. Yeah, let's go. think I think it's going there. Let us see how it dries. But yeah, look, if you actually by any chance you need any figure at all, please let me know. Just reach out to me on Discord. Because I'll 3D print it for you if you want. Please don't ask me for right now. Because I'm just going to do a little changes on my bedroom really quick on next week, which some new furniture is going to arrive, and I might live stream it, not sure though, me building the new stuff for the printers and everything. But after that, after this next week, I think I can start printing again. And yeah, if you need anything, I'll I'll just print it for you if you need. If you need me to paint though, that would be just a little bit harsh because I have a shit ton of orders and I have a lot of things to still try regarding the competitions and everything, which makes my time right now really limited. So what else is gold? So this part here is gold. Let's not touch the glue. Part here is gold. Gold. Okay. Sheesh. My man. I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And I'm risking a lot just painting this. This is not even well glued and I'm already painting it. Like, fuck it. YOLO. Let's see if I don't ruin anything with the green. Oh, I did it. So here again. Okay. So what else is gold? So the back piece is gold. So here is gold. Here is gold. Oh, everything around here is gold, except for the horns. I don't even know what the fuck is this on the back supposed to be. It doesn't make any sense. Like, is this supposed to be a backpack? I don't know. I don't really know what the fuck this is supposed to be. But it does look like a backpack. Or something on the matter. Like a backpack. Which is not a backpack. But it looks like one. Yeah, it's freaking weird, right? It looks like a, it looks like he stole a part of a column of a house or something like that. It's really weird. Really, really weird. So you know what? I'm gonna do this tiny tip as well as in gold. I think this will look fine. I think it will look fine to have the entire spear in silver. Yeah, because I'll go crazy and I'll do silver, silver on the rod, and then gold on the ornaments. Maybe. Maybe here as well. I'll do gold. Because I want to play a little bit with the colors here. Let's just sketch this out just to see if we can have a glimpse. I don't know why, but my forehead's itching. Itching like crazy. So Oh, right. He has a tiny bracelet on the horn here. On this side as well. Completely missing this. And I fucked it up on the blue, of course. It already dried. Let's see if we can recover it. Some blue, yeah, we did recover. Let's just clean this really quick. And is it dry? It's not dry. So we will leave it like that. And what else? What else? What else is gold? Oh, the belt, right? Yeah. The belt is also gold. Do it like this. Like every square is gold. And we'll do it like it's on leather. Because I see a tiny strap around it, even though it's really small. We'll try to be the most precise possible, just so we don't lose any detail. Yeah, because this could be leather and this one could be leather as well. This one is going to be harsh. Ugh, like that. Okay. Nice, and we also have a small one here. And you guys can see. Nice. Let me see if on this angle you guys can see. Yeah, on this angle you guys can see. Around the jade. What do you mean? Oh, this one? Oh, right. Yeah. I am. I didn't forget about it, but thank you. I didn't forget about it. I'll go there in a second. Give me just one tiny second. And I'll finish it. Just... Well, I was thinking that maybe I should do on the other bracelets as well. Because look, he has like this thingy right here. You see? These two stripes of black. This one and this one. And they don't look like rope, because look, this one looks like rope, and this one looks like rope, and this one looks like rope. You know, the rope that it's holding the armor. So yeah, just sketching here the rims of the jade, just so we can give that non-metallic metal illusion. Yeah, just like that. And here as well. Okay. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab just a tiny bit of black here, really quick. I'm gonna shake it. And everything that it's leather, I'm going to paint it as black. Because I think it will be more easy for us to distinguish what needs to be what. Because right now, a lot of things is in blue, and we are not actually seeing properly. So this is black. This is leather. I mean, this is leather. Uh, this is leather. This is leather. Leather. So this one is leather. Oh my fucking god, I broke it again. I put my finger on top of it. Fucking hell. But it's still holding. It's still holding. Yeah, it makes you look like copper because this isn't this is just a base layer, and I'll show you in a bit. I'll show you in a bit. Just 1 second. So this is all leather, right? This is leather as well. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So yeah, see. Right now, what is leather? We can all distinguish right away. So every stripe that it's black, it's leather. And then let me just increase here just to erase the blue, so we don't get mistaken here. All right, I forgot that he has like a ring around here, and it should be gold as well. And now I'm gonna do one thing, just for you to see the effect, the same effect that I did here. How does Automod doesn't like it? I don't get it, cause I don't see anything on my channel. I don't see even a slight warning of anything. I need to see what is happening. Because it's not supposed, like, I think I turned off everything about it. So it wasn't supposed to be activated. Weird. So nice. So as you can see, as soon as I put the yellow on top of it, look, it starts to become gold right away. Your message is being checked by mods? That's fucking weird. What mods? The fuck? That's not supposed to be happening. What? Let me see. Well, can you type the same message again? Just so I can see what the fuck is going on. Oh, wait. Alright. This is it? Alright, this is actually new. Here it's showing, but on my screen it isn't showing. Oh, because you said fools? The fuck? The freaking fuck? It's really, really weird. I need to check what is happening on my stream chats thingy, because it's not showing me the messages. It's weird. I need to check it offline when I stop streaming, or maybe I'll check it tomorrow. I won't forget. But yeah, let me just show you before I close down the stream, because I really need to sleep. Um, yeah, let me just show you. Look, it's breaking off already. Fucking hell, bro. I might as well just remove it. I didn't let the glue dry enough, and then I hit it with my fat fingers and I fucked it up. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. This is what happens when you fucking let your miniature break for the first time. Like, I broke the miniature, I let it fall down and it broke just this horn, which is incredible. How it didn't break anything else. It just broke this tip, which is insane. Just reposition here the tongues, and we're going in for the kill, boys. Okay. Oh shit. Shit. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. It doesn't have too much. Fucking hell. Should have put more. Okay, now it has a little blob. You see? And now it has a little blob. So we'll do just with a little bit more, just to guarantee that it actually glues all around it and makes a good foundation. Fuck, I'm not stable enough. Let me see if I like this I can actually. Okay, I cannot touch it. Let me just tilt it a little bit. Okay, I cannot touch it anymore. Because otherwise, I swear to God, it's going to break again. And I'm going to be pissed. But yeah. What else? What else was I saying? All right. I'm just going to show you just a glimpse. Okay. We do it like this. As soon as I start building the layers, you'll see it will start be looking more like gold. Just like that. And for example, here, if I start doing this, here as well. You see? The thing is, this brown, you believe the power of the glue? Well, I do believe in the power of the glue. The thing is, I don't believe the power of my fingers. That I normally just go there and just fat finger the freaking glue part. But yeah, as soon as the thing is this brown, that actually starts giving a resemblance of brass or copper or something like that. It's actually a good foundation for the gold. And as soon as you start building it, you'll start seeing the gold right away. It's actually really insane the way the non-metallic gold works. Ooh, I almost went there. And the thing is, I like to paint, even though it's really harsh, I really like to paint with the yellow, because the yellow, as soon as you start giving like a second layer, you can start building the right away. Look, right away you can actually see that it's kind of, as soon as I put the figure a little bit away, you can start seeing the gold. It's fucking insane the way that the gold non-metallic metal works. Just insane. And this is just sketching, like I'm not even trying to blend in the the stuff, and I'm not even doing like secondary shades and everything or bouncing highlights. Just by doing a harsh, really harsh sketch, you can already see it. Look. Yeah. The green does make it pop a little bit. Oh, it makes sense. Right. Let me think. So emerald is made of green. Huh. Let me think for a second. So emerald is the mixture of yellow and blue, but with more blue, right? Because it's on the spectrum of blue. Yeah, exactly. It's on the spectrum of blue. It's in the color wheel. Yeah, exactly. So yellow and blue creates green, and yellow and blue with two parts of blue creates green emerald. Right. It makes sense. Oh, of course, yeah, blue. So yellow, green, green, blue, green, and blue. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So if I add yellow, I get green, green. Huh. But that wasn't the purpose. Wait, so if I add a lighter blue onto the green, will it highlight? It should, right? Since it's a blue-green. Let me see. It does! Fucking hell, I'm a genius. Well, I'm not, but this is starting to make sense. So this could be the highlight. This could be the highlight. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Sheesh! I think it's looking good. It's looking good. Like, like. Look, 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 look. I can even do it like this. Maybe it should be like a lighter tone, just to make it more pop. But for the sketch, look, 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 look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It actually just starts working. So I might leave like a half in the shadows, maybe. That could be interesting, right? So I could mixture a little bit of the base tone of the yellow with a little bit of the brown that I was using for the basing, and then mixing these two more with a little bit of brown. I get a middle tone, and this middle tone. Wait. Need to add more yellow. But this middle tone could it be the shadow? Yeah. It could be the shadow. Cause like this, it makes like a it makes it look like it's lighter than the shadow, but at the same time, it gives the resemblance that it's being hit by the light, but not directly. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't even know if this is going to work out. But I think it makes sense because this part, like, there's a middle tone, but it's not too much. I need to work on it. I need to work on it. Yeah, but we're getting somewhere. And gladly, this stays recorded so I don't forget about it. So I can actually see it later. Yeah, I could do like a shadow here, a highlight here on the emerald, on just this diagonal piece, doing a highlight here, and a small one here, and a small one here, as well on the tiny little ball here, as well, and doing just here around the arm. And I'll do on the head thingy when it dries completely. I want to leave it to dry. But yeah, I think like this, it will look good. I think the sketch mainly is mainly there. so I don't think I need to sketch it much more. It already gives me like a sense of how it will look. And I think like this, we can proceed to painting towards the final stuff, which will be tomorrow with the airbrush, which is kind of exciting. I like to use the airbrush for some type of jobs, especially the skin stuff. I really like it because it gets really smooth. So let me just finish it here. And I'll sketch it here, a little bit there, a little bit rough here, and here, and there. And yeah, I think most of the bigger parts are done, like nails, bracelets. Oh, right. Like this. So everything that it's gold, I think it's marked down, which is good. And tomorrow I'll be doing the freaking airbrush job for the skins. And yeah, I'll be using the chocolate and the light earth, even though I have somewhere here the light flesh, which is this one, or the skin tone, which is this one. No, yeah, basic skin tone. So I might change, but I don't like it. Like, I don't like this one as much as this one. This one becomes more earth, which looks like more the skin tone that I normally think of when I think of lizards. So yeah. So guys, thank you all so freaking much for passing by, hang around. Ricardo, once again, you're a really good freaking company. I really love it when you're around. Unfortunately, I really need to go. I really need to get some sleep because otherwise I'll be dead tomorrow. So yeah, guys, see you guys tomorrow. I might do a stream. I don't promise, but I might do a stream. If I do it, you'll get the warning, and I'll post it as well on Instagram. I always do every time I start a stream. So guys, thank you very much. Have a great night. Please get some sleep and keep on painting. See you tomorrow. Peace.